Hmm. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Grow You Girl channel. My name is Sherry. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that what you find here on this channel gets your creative juices going, because that is really what we're all about. Today, we are going to do a little art project, which I don't think we've really done one before, as I think about it. But I'm trying to hold back from planting any more plants, getting any more seeds on the ground. I've got this trip coming up and I just want to kind of contain it. And I had gotten these beautiful, they're like extra large stickers is what you could call them, of art off of Amazon. And I got them because I had these metal backings. Like, this is actually a shelf off of my grow shelves that it was just, the shelves were too short between each other, especially once I get my tomato plants going and other things that are going to be taller. So we decided to just take this one off. And I thought, wouldn't it make a nice, especially this side. I think this is the side I want to use because it also almost looks like a frame, to put some of these. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. It's going to come together as we work on it together here. But I have that. And then I also have these panels that came off of a raised bed that we have out in the yard. I'll put a picture up here so that you can see what I'm talking about. But when you put some of these raised beds together, you have extra panels sometimes if you don't use it to its full length. And the one that we didn't have room for the full length. So I'm going to use that here for this art project. And then it's got these holes that I thought would be good to take some jute or something like that and to hang them by that. The one thing you want to make sure with this right off the bat is that it does come with a thin layer of plastic, and you want to make sure that that's off, that's off on these. We want to go ahead and clean this with a little glass cleaner just to have a clean surface, and away we will go. You know, this whole idea of creating an art piece yourself, you know, I am not someone I am creative, and the older I get, I seem like more, sorry for all this noise. It's a loud component to be working with. But as I get older, I really start to feel this whole element of just being more creative, because creativity is, I'm actually writing a book, a Grow You Girl book right now, and I talk about it a lot through the book, is the whole idea of what do we do to release our creativity? Because too often in our lives, we suppress it as, you know, that thing that, you know, we shouldn't be, you know, it's frivolous almost, but it's not. It's one of the best stress relievers. I mean, that's why I love gardening so much. It is such a stress reliever, and it's so creative, and you're just growing things. So we're going to grow a piece of art, I guess, is what's going to happen here today. So let's go ahead, and I will get the camera overhead so that you can see what I'm doing, and let's see where we go. And remember to subscribe. I always forget to ask that, but it helps us to grow this channel if you subscribe, like, comment. Let us know maybe what art pieces you're working on, because I would love to know that as well. What gets your creativity going the most? All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is, so there's two different patterns here. They're pretty much they're very similar, let's put it that way. But what I'm going to do is just go through and cut out each of, like, because you can see where the outline is for where the sticker ends and begins. So I am going to carefully, this is very interesting because I should probably start at an end and cut this off so that we can place it on the metal and see where we want to go with it, right? It's kind of like, it's like a paintbrush where you want to figure out where you want it to go. So I'm being careful not to cut into the picture too much. You know, it's funny. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I got these probably as ideas come to you. I don't know about you. When I get an idea, I usually act on it. And it's one of the positives and the minuses about Amazon is that you just go, oh, I wonder if it's on Amazon. I'll see if they have it, which they did, because I had this idea. Wouldn't it be cool to have some kind of a decal on here? So I ordered it right away, but then, I don't know, one thing or another, I've been just so busy with everything else that I haven't. And actually, this is really, as any creative project should be, it should be very therapeutic. So I'm really thinking more about that on here, but I don't know. It's kind of big. I don't know if I like it. Let's see about that. But I like the smaller leaves, and I was really thinking on this green that I love the blue hues of some of these leaves. Let's see here. Let's try this out. You know, just that color, but I don't know if I like that leaf that much. Let me cut out these. Now this actually has, if you wanted to, it actually has a diagram, and I'll put a link to these decals if they're still available on Amazon, where it tells you where to put them if you want to make your artwork look like theirs. But I don't necessarily want to do that. It's kind of how I roll. I'm not a good paint by numbers kind of person, I guess you could say. Right, some of these are a little more tricky as you're getting pretty close to the line of the graphic. Well, we'll just do what we can do. Oh, I see. Yeah, and even though there's quite a bit of things on my to-do list today, this is just one. I don't know how you are with your to-do list. I like to call my to-do list my to-do lists. And I just really want to get this off. It's also because the sheets are kind of big, so they've been all over the house. But see, something like that I thought would be pretty. And maybe with this blue flower. Let me go ahead and cut that out. It's just going to put all these scraps over here. Because there's something about the blue and the green. I don't know if I'll use these stems or not. They have just regular stems. I don't know if I will do that or not. Definitely makes you go back to school. Remember cutting along the lines? Because you gotta, I know it's probably hard for you to see on the camera, but there's definitely this indentation where the sticker comes off of the paper. So I'll just keep working on this. Uh-oh, one is down. I thought this counter would be big enough, but apparently not so much. All right, here we go. So, I don't want that stem. All right, so there's that. Again, I don't like this color particularly with that. Not at all. It's just not gonna, it's not the vibe I'm looking for. I'm not sure what the vibe is I'm looking for, but get this off the floor. I do like this color a little bit more. So let's give a shot for that. And then there's also this one. And the butterfly, maybe, I don't know. Paper dolls, it just flashed into my head too. Paper dolls growing up, right? I don't know if you ever did paper dolls. I did. I loved them. But maybe something like that. And it doesn't have to be overly used, to be sure. But that might be something. And maybe even this one. I don't really like this, the shape of that. I even think I'd actually originally thought I would take this, put this outdoors, but I don't think it will hold up. I'm going to start here with this one. So pull this over and let's just do it. I mean, there does come a point in every creative process, right? When you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it. I can't believe how long I have put this off doing this. I think it's because this part always kind of freaks me out. Will I get it straight? Will it not bubble? My husband is really good at this. But I think I'm getting it done. There's a few bubbles. I'm gonna go get a little, there's a lot of bubbles actually. Let me go get a ruler. ahead and I'll just go from the top down. Oh, this is a separate. I thought that was all one piece. Okay. Oh, so I don't even have to. Oh. Okay. So much easier. Practice, practice makes perfect. Okay. And then this is depending on how close I cut this out is how easy it is to get off. All right. Oh no, it's circling my fingers. Oh. All right. And we will put, there's this little half guy here, so maybe I'll put him there. Like that. And the butterfly. Let's see. I think I'm going to put the butterfly right up here. Voila. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go downstairs. So, my friends, here is our finished artwork. I have learned a lot, as we should in any project, right? If you go into a project expecting perfection, like we hope for perfection, but it doesn't always work out that way. These two that I initially started with, little bubbly, but they'll be up on the wall, and I don't even think you'll be able to tell. My husband might be able to do some fixies on that, like he likes to do, but it was hard. The metal was much harder than I anticipated, especially, you know, the weaves in this metal. And then this one I think came out great. I just have to figure out how I'm going to hang it. But then the coolest thing happened when I came down here. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I have this blank canvas right here. So I put some more of the flowers here against that black backdrop. And they were much easier to put on, or I was just getting better at it. I don't know. And then the one that I absolutely love is these cabinets over here in the laundry part of the grow room. Look at how beautiful. They were just plain white cabinets, and it just made a pop of color on them, which I just absolutely was not expecting. And again, this is why it's so important to experiment, try, see what will happen, because you never know where you're going to end up. And that is the beautiful part of creativity. So my friends, thanks for joining me today. Remember to get out there, grow your creativity, and let's grow. Thanks for growing with us. And we will see you next time. And in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, let us know what really resonated for you in this video. And then, of course, be sure to subscribe at no cost to you and be updated when we have new videos up to play.